Mic check 1 2. What to do? Welcome back to the Mic Check Podcast. It's your boy T Word, the People's Champ, back in the building. It's been a minute, but y'all know I wasn't gonna let this fight go by without a new episode. As you can see, I got a special guest in the studio with me. It's my homeboy Damien. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, bro.
This is first time on the Mic Check Podcast.
Sir.
Happy to have you, man. We're gonna talk about this boxing.
Yes, sir.
For y'all that may not know, I don't bring people on that don't know the sport. So if we talk about boxing, I'm bringing somebody that knows what they're talking about. So we're doing that today. And we're going to talk about my favorite fighter, Errol Spence Jr., returned to the ring after 3 years to face Tszyu, and what's a must-win fight for both of them. So we're going to get into some analysis, and then later we'll probably go ahead and give a prediction. But we just going to see. Let's see how the conversation goes. So just getting started. All right, you've been in the ring before.
Yep.
So the first thing that most people talk about with Errol right now is ring rust. He's been out the ring 3 years. He took a brutal beating to Bud. Just from a fighter standpoint, how much effect do you think it's going to have on this fight?
Yeah, I think it's going to be very significant because ring rust is a real thing.
Okay.
I know a lot of people don't want to believe that, but being active, seeing different fighters, being able to, not just sparring when you come back. I'm talking about being in that ring, getting over the first little couple minutes of a fight, get that adrenaline dump, just getting all that happens with every fighter. I don't care. And being out more than 3 years is going to be significant for Errol Spence, man.
I feel that. And I think that's the thing that worries me the most about the fight. Like, as I sat here and thought about, okay, we're going to do this video, that's going to have to be one of the main things we talk about. How much is ring rust going to be in effect? The thing about this particular fighter, though, is that he's had to spend a year out the ring, year and a half out the ring before, and came back and performed pretty well just because that's just the way he built. They call him Texas Tough for a reason. They call him the Truth. And he really is that. I mean, he just ran into a much better guy a few years ago. But that aside, we've seen him be able to bounce back. I do believe it's going to take him a couple rounds to get going. If you think back to your Dennis Ugas fight, the first 2 rounds, Errol didn't look that sharp. He was in great shape, but he just didn't look accurate. It looked like he had to get his wheels up under him, right?
That's true.
But then around that 3rd round, he started to put that metal down. He started to put the pedal to the metal. What do you think it's going to take in this fight?
I think it's going to take because he's the more skilled fighter in this fight.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. So he's going to have to lean on that skill. He's going to have to lean on that one of the best jabs in the game. He's going to have to lean on that. Yeah. He's going to have to, get his bearing and take a couple rounds, just get his bearing, lean on his skill, evade, check Tszyu. I don't get into no clash of let me throw hands and boom, bam.
Tough man contest.
Just go ahead, keep him at distance, kill him with the jab. And then I believe that, just muscle memory going to come back.
That's right.
Now, being out for 3 years, it's a long time. And, I wonder why. You know what I mean? Just like, I understand he changed trainers and everything, but you got to wonder, like, why you took 3 years. You couldn't make weight at that weight. So you're moving up in weight. So that's kind of concerning.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's the weight, man. Like, for me, I think, and I'm already biased, so I'm going into this conversation knowing I lean a particular way, but I'm going to try to play it down the middle. And the truth is, I think he needed to move up anyway.
Yeah, I do too.
But
I really do.
Resting his body was important because coming off the accidents, going into that brutal fight with Ugas, he got in another car accident in this bulletproof truck where a kid hit him.
Yeah.
And then you go in there and
with
Bud
one of the
put hands and feet on you. Yeah. So
one
it's
of
like
the killers in the sport. I mean, because you see what Bud did to everybody.
So. Yeah. So that man need a rest. The fact that he even came back after something like that is important. And I think that what I'm looking at from him is you're at a weight that you're more comfortable. They moved it to 160. So you middleweight. Well, you should have been 3 years ago anyway.
Yeah.
So now you didn't have to cut as much weight. You got a new trainer that's helping you do some new things. He's moving his head, getting off the center line. He's stepping around. My biggest question is, even though he's always had a high motor and a heck of a gas tank, late in the fight, if they get past 5th, 6th, 7th round, is he gonna gas out? Because he ain't been in there in real heat for so long.
That's a worry too, man, because Tszyu been active.
Yeah.
In that time frame, I want to say Tim had about 7 fights.
7 fights.
7 fights in that time frame that he's been out.
Yeah.
So he lost. I think he won the last 3 or 4.
He won the last 2. Coming off. So so he lost to Fundora. He went in there against Bakram and got knocked out. Then he went back in there with Fundora and he put on the stool, and then he won the last 2.
Yeah.
So
that's the only thing. Like, look, it comes down to the first couple rounds will tell you everything about this fight, maybe.
I agree with that.
Because you'll see if Errol Spence's head is in the game.
Yeah.
You'll see if he's ready to engage and not just, come back and be in the ring just to be in the ring.
Yeah.
You'll see if he's ready to, that old Errol Spence come out hitting that head and, looking like he want to be there. If he looked like he wanted, because, like when that Bud fight, it was something off.
Yeah.
It was something off. I mean, that's not the Errol Spence I knew.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Bud is a great fighter, but Errol Spence puts up more of a fight with anybody. So that kind of concerns me. But if he's after 1 or 2, 3 rounds, if I see that he's engaging, he's moving, he's putting body on him, because he's fighting at a good weight. Because like you said, this is a good weight for Errol Spence. He didn't have to, drop a lot of weight. So if he can do that and lean on him, we'll see. We'll know that if Errol Spence is ready.
I agree.
3 years scare me though.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is, anybody. 3 years out of that ring without competitive boxing is a concern.
And I could definitely put up a competitive argument for most things, but that one I can't get past in 3 years.
That's the only thing. Like, we know Errol Spence got the skills. I don't think you're gonna lose that. You can just get back. You get in there with a different trainer. That's the only thing that's gonna be wrong. But let me cut that off.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, you get in the ring with a different person like that. I mean, with a different trainer, and you gotta learn their ways. Come in. If he's bought in, we might see a good Errol Spence. You never know.
I think so.
I mean, if anybody can surprise you, is Errol Spence.
I agree with that too. I think he looked refreshed. Like, I've been keeping up with everything. Like I said, I'm gonna do my homework before I make a video. And the biggest part I looked at, I wanted to see him in the warm-ups, like you and I talked about. I said I need to see him when he get there to Australia, and then I need to see him do that open workout before I say anything, because I want to see how he's moving. I know that shadow boxing and punching air, it don't hit back.
Don't.
But do you look fluid? Do you look stiff? Do you look robotic? Do it look like you grimacing? Like, when I compare side by side, when he did his open workout before Terrence and then this open workout, I just see like it looked like a refreshed person, like somebody that want to be there.
Ready to be back.
He was going through the motions that last time.
Yeah.
Now, the next part that people talk about, and I think it's important that we address it, is a shot fighter. Now, everybody's definition of shot is different, so I'm gonna go with the lay version. Most people that's saying shot fighters right now, they're saying somebody who don't have punch resistance.
Yeah.
From a boxer standpoint, shot is you ain't mentally there, you can't take a punch, you can't move. That's shot to me.
That's what I think is shot too.
But we're gonna use the lay term just to keep it simple for our viewers and everything. Do you believe that his punch resistance is gone? Because Bud knocked him down with a jab.
Yeah, he knocked him down with a jab. But like I said, in that fight, it looked like something was off.
Yeah.
All the way. I think mentally, he wasn't in that fight. Physically, because of the accidents, and I think maybe came back a little too soon before he was really ready. And I'm not talking about just because of the like bones or anything. I'm talking about physically, mentally, everything it takes to be in that ring. You have to have that 100%. If you have physical, I'm 80%, and mentally I'm 50%, you're 0% in that ring. You know what I mean? Because you're not ready, you're not focused. And when any kind of resistance is put up, like Bud with the jab, because he's not focused. And you never seen Errol go down on a jab.
A jab, right?
He's been
in there with some tough fighters.
With some tough guys.
Sean Porter,
that's what. And Sean Porter is a bulldog. Sean Porter don't stop. I mean, that's one thing at first when I didn't really like his style, because Sean Porter just come in throwing wild punches and
like
stuff.
A swarmer.
Yeah, but you started to recognize that the same thing that a lot of other fights did. But our Hawk used to do that. Yeah, bop, grab you. Yeah. And like rough swarm you. Yeah. So Sean Porter was just doing what he knew his father had instructed him to do and had him right, but he was a tough.
Oh yeah.
Tough SOB.
Oh yeah. You can't knock Sean Porter right there. Yeah,
Errol Spence was right there with him.
That was one of the best fights of that year. 2019
that was
one of the best fights. And I would say that when you saw him in battles like that, and then you see him get in there with Bud, you knew something was wrong when he was walking to the ring.
That's what that is. Like that, because you don't lose that toughness like that.
Yeah.
You don't just I mean, you will see people like Canelo.
Mm-hmm.
Canelo is a tough Mexican. Canelo got in there with Bud. Bud's skills just proved it wasn't that he lost his toughness, but mentally, middle rounds, you start seeing him say Canelo like, man, I'm not.
Yeah, this ain't my night.
I don't have anything for this guy.
Yeah,
and that's when skill just like that's superior level.
Yeah,
Bud just is a different beast.
And I think it's good that you say that when you talk about the different levels. I believe that if you take the best version of Errol Spence and you take the best version of Tszyu at a middle, let's say 154,
I don't think
I'm taking Errol every time.
I'm gonna take him every time. If it's you looking at the best of Errol Spence and the best of Tim. No,
it's different levels.
Yeah, it's different levels.
And I think that I don't think either of these guys is shot. I think Tim's punch resistance has been tested more, but he's also gotten some of his confidence back in those two decision wins that he had. So he's gonna go in there and try to fight.
Even with the Fondero fight, he was beat. I mean, his face was mangled, but he stood in there.
Yeah.
So you got
to the finish on the first one.
There.
I agree with that. He definitely has a level of toughness that's family.
Yeah, that's Tszyu. Yeah, you carry
so it's all good. But I think in this fight, if all things are equal in the punch resistance department, and I'm gonna say they are, I think that level of Errol Spence is going to show to where he has more paths to victory. Tszyu got to come right down the middle. He got to jump on Errol and hope he hurts him early. And if that doesn't work, he has no plan B.
No, I don't see if it's like that. No, it's going to be hard with Errol Spence. Yeah, he's a tactician.
I agree with that. So the third point of this one. So we talked about ring rust. We talked about being shot of punch resistance. Let's talk about the mental aspect for each fighter. So I'm gonna start with Tszyu. What I believe has happened with Tszyu, because he's changed trainers twice, and like he's been with 3 different people in about 18 months.
Okay.
So he ain't really had time to acclimate with any trainer, but he's with Jeff Fennick, who's an Australian legend, and he's been known as a guy who is aggressive. He's gonna come at you.
Yeah.
And he's an attitude guy. He's not a big strategy guy. I believe going into this fight, Tszyu needed strategy. So what he might try to draw on is, I don't know that he can outbox Errol, but he might want to start off trying to outbox him a little bit for the first round and just see where Errol's at.
See what
kind of monster you're dealing with. And then from there, then you can say, okay, now I can employ this strategy where I can press him.
Yeah.
Because you don't get no extra money if you knock him out in the first round or the third round. So there's no need to go out there balls to the wall. So in my opinion, I think mentally Tszyu seems to, like, they had this thing where Errol wouldn't shake his hand.
Yeah.
I feel like that was enough mind games to where Tim think about, he disrespected me. So you about to come out there like a madman.
That was Tim is thinking that,
You coming out like a madman. I think that if he don't get that part of his mind right, that could hurt him in this fight.
Oh, definitely.
From Errol's side, if you Errol Spence and you've been out the ring for 3 years, you know what your body feel like, you needed some rest, and now you coming back into this fight. What would be your mindset if you were him walking to the ring this Saturday?
Man, I think Errol is going to be, I know the nerve is going to be there.
Fact.
Hopefully, and I really do hope this, mentally, he's put all the past behind him.
Yeah.
Because if he carried any of that blood fight into this fight, it's going to be done.
It's going to go bad.
It's going to be, it can go bad real quick.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, and I can say, like, I believe that he took this time off, like you said. I think he had a mental break. He had a mental dump. He had to get over that.
Yeah.
He had a lot of stuff going on. Changing trainers is going to help.
Yeah.
I believe that. I believe that changing trainers is going to help mentally and physically get his body right. The weight, don't have to drop all that weight.
Yeah.
Able to just come in comfortably and then just really focus on training. That'll help.
Yeah.
But I don't see it in his eyes when he walked that.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? I can't say that. Let me not. This is one person you cannot tell, because Errol Spence got that
he
same
always
look.
looks sleep.
Yeah, looks sleep. So it's one of those things you can't tell when he walks.
Yeah,
it's going to be that we'll see if they tap gloves.
Yeah.
Because Errol Spence will play mind game with you, like, I'm tougher than you in this. He got a height distance.
Yeah.
Height, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a little bit taller.
So that's going to be something that Errol likes to fight at. Like that, I'm the taller guy, I can push you around.
Yeah.
And not just the weight, but being taller makes you feel like you're bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that first couple rounds, I don't know. I mean, I think that when he's coming in at hopefully he can put all that behind him.
Yeah.
All the past, everything behind him, and come out there a new trainer. Let's get it. You know,
That's gonna be important.
And then on top of that, it's the pressure of he don't have the pressure of his home crowd.
That's a good point, man.
Because when you fight in Dallas,
oh yeah,
and he's have to, you know, he feel like he
gotta
have
put
to
on
live
for the
up
city.
to that.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of stress too, coming up to the fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people ask for tickets, one of this,
Yeah.
and you good, you know, that's a lot of stress. So going down to Australia, going down, laying down under,
yeah,
come out there, boom, let's get it. And hopefully we'll see that.
That's a real good point too. And I think he mentioned something to that. I checked in on some of the interviews and stuff, and he did talk about he don't really like doing press, and then the fact that being over there, their press was different, and then he didn't have to worry about the tickets and the family and are you ready and all the things. He's just focused on the fight. I can only
imagine you getting ready for a fight, and you want to do the best for your city. You want the best for your city. You want to say, hey, look, one of your own is in this ring, and I'm gonna put on the show.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of pressure that come to it, because if you one punch,
it could go the other way.
And then now you let the city down, you feel like.
And you know, coming off of his previous fight, being that he just want to get back and see what he got left, because I'm sure this is just him from a mental standpoint testing, what do I have left? I need to test against somebody that's at least game, even if he's not a better fighter than me. And I think that's what he's going to get in Tszyu, somebody that's going to show up and fight. And the fact that he's at home, he knows that guy's going to defend his home turf,
and
life and
he's
limb.
Gonna come out there wide open. Look what like Errol, like 36, 37?
He's 36, yeah.
So now is the time.
Yeah.
You know, I know that's in his head too. Mm-hmm. You know, he want to get back into the scene. He's gonna have to, you know.
Yeah.
Because if it goes sideways, this may be last time we see him.
And he talking like that anyway, so you ain't lying. It might be the end. And if it goes ugly, it's definitely over. If it's questionable, like if it's a war, I don't think he fights again.
Yeah, no.
Win, lose, or draw if it's a war.
Yeah.
Now,
if it was just like a close up, you know what I'm saying?
If it's just a fight where, a close decision, but he ain't getting battered too much.
Yeah.
He escaping when he can. He might go in there and try to do it again. In that middleweight, there's more opportunities because the champions at 54 is much tougher than the champions at 60. I think that there's an opportunity that if he can win this fight, him or Tszyu, if they win this fight instead at 60, they got a better chance at a belt because you got Lara, Adamas, and I can't remember the third champion at 60. But there's some opportunities. There's some we'll probably talk about in another video once we get a victor here.
Yeah.
But either of them guys win this fight, they got an opportunity to do something in the next 2 fights at 60, maybe fight for a belt and have a way back to the championship. For Errol, it makes the most sense to stay at 60 just because you might have 5 fights total. So you need to try to get to a belt as soon as possible. And I think middleweight is the way to go.
And you know, this is the time. This gonna let us know, this fight will let us know if, like you said, if Errol is really into it, if his mental game is back, and if he do pull out the win, he's got to be on it. I think he can't.
He got to go right back.
Yeah. He can't
6
be
months
back
at the
years
most
and think he's gonna. No, this is the time to go ahead and get it, because, like you said, it's open for you. Yeah. So you need to go ahead take advantage of it. Yeah.
Now that's real. So before we close it out, I promise y'all we'll do predictions. So we're gonna go ahead and do it in this video. It's your first time on here, so I'm gonna let you go first, man. However you want to do the prediction. I like to try to throw around, but I ain't always that good at it. But predict it how you choose. How you think this fight ends up?
Well, to me, I think it's gonna. I believe, and I'm hoping I'm right. Errol Spence win by decision.
Okay.
I don't see Tszyu. He's tough, but if he's gonna go on technical, Errol Spence is more technical fighter.
Yeah, if it go the distance.
And if Errol Spence controlled the earlier rounds, even Tszyu trying to make a middle round comeback, I believe Errol Spence can, defense is good enough. And that's if, like I said, the mental is back and he's able. But I believe that Errol Spence could pull it off with a decision.
Nice decision.
And it could be, it can be just as easy to say Tszyu at decision. But I think if Errol Spence just sits back, study, get in his groove, first couple of rounds, just get in his groove to keep that jab going, keep it in his face, give him, get off, like you said, move that head around, get off
the center line,
Because if he was almost couldn't do it with Bud.
That head was right there the whole
it's
time.
right there, and it's like, That's why I said, so if he can get off center line and with Tszyu, he can probably pull off that decision.
Okay.
And I'm hoping for it because I want to see the best for him. You know,
Definitely.
get back into it.
Yeah, and I'm a root for the American, of course. So
yeah,
y'all already know who I'm picking in this fight, but I'm gonna say path to victory. If I had to pick a winner, I'm gonna pick Errol. But one caveat: if both of them have their punch resistance, that means we're gonna have a much better fight, a little bit longer fight. And in a longer fight, I favor Errol just because he does have a more diverse skill set. He has more path to victory. If he lead with that jab, he step around a little bit and he make Tim move. Tim ain't good at moving his feet, and Tim don't move his head, so he there to be hit. And if you got a stiff jab to keep tagging him, he already had a little mouse on his eye from the last fight, so he can be wounded a little bit. I believe that will be the difference in this fight. And then if Errol could get that jab in first couple rounds, and then he start going to that body, and he break Tim down.
Oh, it could be stoppage around you got to stop it 9. Okay,
if it go how I just said,
yeah,
he start with that jab and then he start breaking that body down. It's gonna look a lot like that Ugas fight because Tim is gonna be the same way. He's gonna be there to be hit, and it's gonna be hard for him. Now, if for some reason both of these guys have limited punch resistance, it's gonna be a free for all, and whoever land the biggest punch first is gonna win the fight.
Yeah,
but I'm picking Errol Spence in 10.
There you go. There.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good.
It's going to be a battle, y'all. So hopefully everybody get to tune in. It's going to be on DAZN and on Amazon Prime pay-per-view. They ain't paying me to say that. I'm just telling y'all where to see it. The fight is Saturday night. Hopefully you get to tune in. But go ahead and drop down your predictions in the comments, and then we'll come back this weekend and talk about it again later. So this has been the Mic Check Podcast. This is T. This is Damon. Until the next time, we out. Peace.
Peace.